Hello, everybody. Azurify here with today's episode 2 of the Taskman account, with episode 2 of EvenfallTask. Today we start in the beginner tier and we start making some decent progress through the tier, though we do have some struggles along the way. I hope you enjoy the video. Actually going to be super quick. All we have to do is get a raw or cooked herring and use it on a tree. Luckily for us, we can actually buy a herring here on Karamja from Alphonse. Let's see. It costs only 15 GP as well. This is another decent place to get some food besides the Gnome restaurant as well. So keep that in mind if you need it. Now, we just don't eat it, we use it on a tree. It might need to be a specific tree. It says any tree on the wiki, but these Karamja trees might not work. It might need to be one that you can actually cut down. I think that's why it didn't work. So we're just gonna quick teleport to Lumbridge, find a tree that we can actually cut. Like this one right here. Use the herring on the tree. This tree is not the mightiest tree in the forest, and that is our achievement complete. So that was a very easy first task. Let's complete that and get our next task in the beginner tier. Find the Totem of Crystal Middle by searching rubble and Anachronia. So there's no skills or anything required for this. It's straight up just doing the quick little intro to the Anachronia and then searching the correct rubble. So I will see you once I've made my way there. Mention it, but the Anachronia base camp doesn't actually have any active tasks associated with it. So you can start on it while you're here. So since I had to come here anyway, I figure I might as well get it set up to start gathering resources. There are passive tasks for the tier 3 of each building, but it's going to obviously be quite a while before you can do that because they require level 90 in their respective skills, and also obviously the time to gather the resources. But you want to get the lodestone at least is a good idea. So I'm gonna set, I already have enough stone, so just set everybody here and then check back later so I can build the lodestone. But I just wanted to give you guys that quick little notice that you can actually start this whenever you would like to. So my general advice is, as soon as you get the any task that brings you to Anachronia, you might as well do it and get it started. But I will see you once I get to that rubble so we can get that totem piece. Upon searching this rubble, we get the Totem of Crystal Middle. So this task is over now, nice and easy. Our next task in the beginner's here. Perfect, I'm already on Anachronia, so this is just to do a game of Herby Werby and then buy the teleport seed. So I'm going to make my way over there and we get some free Herblore XP as well. So that's nice. So generally, you're not allowed to do things like Herby Werby or Troll Invasion that give you XP unless you need XP in that task. However, our current task is telling us to do Herby Werby, so we get to do it for free. I just wanted to mention that to make it clear that you're not allowed to come here whenever you want, only if you need Herblore XP, or if your task tells you that you need something from the shop or to do it for some reason. So our current task is to purchase a specific item from the shop. I believe all the rest are passives that you get after you get points when you need Herblore XP, obviously. But yeah, I just wanted to make that clear to you guys. So I will finish up this game and then I will purchase the seed. Herby Werby. I did get all 100 points. Our task says that we are allowed to, even though the reward that we need to get only costs 50. So we got all the way up to level 14 herb lore, and now I can just buy this ancient seed. As you can see, it only took 50. The rest of this, the bag, the totem pieces, and the pet, are all passive tasks that we will have to get when we need herb lore XP. So whenever you need herb lore XP for your task, make sure to come do Herby Werby. A, it's just good herb lore XP in the first place, so it'll save you some time on the grind, and B, it'll help you work towards those rewards. However, we can, as you can see, you can get the full 100 points, but it's time to complete this task. And our next task is to do the Witch's Potion mini quest. I don't think that has any requirements, but it'll give us a little bit of magic XP, so it's time to go do that quick. I do believe this is all of the ingredients needed for the mini quest, so yep, just turn them in quick, drink from the cauldron, and we get a couple magic levels all the way up to level 5. And that's Witch's Potion complete. So that is a very quick task. That got us a few magic levels, which is nice. Oh, next is actually really nice. We get to do the necromancy tutorial. So we unlock necromancy, and we will also be allowed to use rituals to keep 100 ectoplasm. Necromancy likely will be my main combat style in the future, but I don't see much point focusing on it currently. However, I did just see in the chat on Runescape, down here, Wilderness Flash events, the tree event is starting. You are allowed to do Wilderness Flash events if they are relevant to your task. So, for example, if you need woodcutting XP, you can do the woodcutting part of the tree. However, farming is always fair game, so you're always allowed to do part 1 of tree, and you can also do surprising seedlings. So I actually am going to make my way to this event, and I'm going to do the first part because the bags are really nice and the farming XP will be pretty decent to get. So we're going to take a quick detour to do this when it pops up in a few minutes, and then we'll do the necromancy tutorial. I'm also going to grab the wilderness lodestone on my way there. But I'll see you in a few minutes. We'll open our bag that we'll get, and then we'll do the necromancy tutorial. We got 4 farming levels all the way up to level 5. And let's open our sack of wild rewards. There's some pretty good stuff you can get here. Money, bones, ashes, salvage. There's a lot of good stuff, so let's see if we get lucky. We got some energy and 68 infernal ashes. This is really nice. I can use these essentially whenever I want, however I want, and I can get a bunch of prayer XP. So likely they'll be used on the ectofunctus because we will need ecto tokens eventually, and ashes are nice for the ectofunctus anyway. But yeah, it's definitely worth doing the first stage of tree and surprising seedlings if you see them. Plus you get farming XP, so it's really nice. But now it's time to do the necromancy tutorial. I'll be back in a couple minutes. So we're just about to wrap up the necromancy tutorial. As I said, I don't plan on using it too much currently in these earlier tiers, but it will be my main combat style later, almost certainly. It's just so nice to use. The sustain and everything that it provides is really nice. But once we get through all of this, come on, that'll be task complete. You also want to make sure, because I've forgotten to do it before, while you're here, run over and activate the lodestone here. You don't use it too often, I find, but still it's good to get. Anywho, let's complete this task. That's the tutorial for necromancy done. And our next task is super duper secret task 48. No achievement. You just search a crate in Canifis a few times. It's just a little bit of fun. So I don't think I'm even going to cut. We're just going to have to sit here and sit through the home teleport animation, but I will teleport over to Canifis quick and we will do this task. I don't remember which crate. I think it's in the meat shop, but it might be any crate. I'm not positive. Or is it in the bank? It's the crate in the bank, I think. Search the crate but find nothing. We're getting attacked, which isn't nice. Oh, there we go. We got a chicken to pop out. Various other things can pop out too, but since I'm being attacked, I'm gonna run away quickly. But that was a quick, easy task. Yeah. Various things can pop out of that crate. But that is a task complete. We're already 2.5% of the way through beginner. That's pretty good. This one's another really easy task. We just need to talk to Zeta quick. I don't have any clue scrolls, so that'll be easy. Once again, I'm not even going to cut. It's just going to be sitting through the teleport animation and then running over and talking to her quick. It's going to take a second. This is the best teleport that I have to the Grand Exchange currently, I'd say. So we got to run over here and then run to the entrance, talk to her, and she'll give us, I think it's a free medium clue scroll, which we won't use for a while. I don't think beginner tier has any medium clues that we need to do, honestly. It does have easy clues, I'm fairly certain, and it might have medium, but I don't think so. While we're here, I'll also grab the logbook from her. Thought it was on the ground somewhere here, but maybe it's not anymore. Claim a free clue scroll. Do I just talk about treasure trails? Oh, it is right here. They just changed it to an open book. There we go. So I've got the clue scroll. Oh, it's just an easy clue scroll, actually. But I got the clue scroll and the collection log. So that's a quick and easy task complete. Our next one, oh, we get to do some divination. Get to level 10 div and 100 pale or flickering energies to make the boon of flickering energy. Unfortunately, it's 17 minutes past the hour right now, so we'll be done with this before we can do a cache. But if you have a div task and you can do caches, like you need XP, then definitely do it and get that XP. But we're gonna have to do div the old-fashioned way. So I'll see you in a bit once I've gotten up to level 10. Without having caches and doing it the old-fashioned way, that seriously took 20-25 minutes to do. But now we can make the boon of flickering energy. It'll only make one, so it doesn't matter if I set it to 1 or 2. But it's got a nice animation. And that's the task complete. So it took a bit, but it was super easy. Next is the easy Fremenic area tasks. I think that's going to involve quite a few quests and skill unlocks. So I'm going to have to go look at the wiki and check what I need to do. Skill that we have to get leveled up is we have to level up Slayer. We're currently at level 1. We need to get to level 10 so we can kill a cave crawler. Other than that, no quests required, no other skills required. The things are pretty simple. Currently, I haven't gotten the Sears Village or Relica lodestone, so that's what I'm doing. And I think the only Slayer Master, what combat? I'm level 20. So yeah, it's either Turiel or Jacqueline. So I think I'm gonna do Jacqueline, I guess, because hers are all situated in Lumbridge, and they're pretty easy to get to. So that's what I'll do for the Slayer training, but I'm going to do that. I don't think it'll take too long. Unfortunately, I cannot do statues for the museum quiz, I don't believe. But 1 to 10 Slayer should be pretty simple, hopefully. We will see. So, we already are running into a bit of an issue, but I want to make sure that I address this so if any of you run into the same situation, you know what to do. I went to get a task from Jacqueline, and she gave me goblins. I'm not allowed to kill goblins because I still don't have the goblin book drop that is in the collection log. So, since I can't kill goblins, I have to Turiel skip instead. So he can give me a new task, which is to kill cows. I do want to point out, Turiel, I believe the only one he can give you that gives you a unique is Crawling Hands. And you can, the rules say that you are allowed to kill them because there's nothing you can do about it at that point. There is something that you can do. You can hop to a free-to-play world and kill them on there. It'll count for the Slayer task, but it won't give you Slayer XP, but they shouldn't be able to drop any of their uniques on a free-to-play world. So you don't have to do that if that happens, but you can. But we're already level 2 Slayer. I haven't been paying attention to how much Slayer XP these cows give. But if it's this quick, getting level 10 shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, so I might just stick with Turiel then. I don't know. It might be worth trying Jacqueline, but she can also give birds, and birds can give you the cornucopia, which I don't want. And you're not allowed to kill chickens either because they can get the offhand rubber chicken, which is a 1 in 1k. So you have to pay attention to what you are and are not allowed to kill, basically. So I'm actually just going to stick with Turiel, I think. We already almost are level 4, so it should only be a couple tasks. So let's see what our next task is. Gelatinous abominations, so I need to get the gloves. And they moved the cave location, I believe. So I need to double check where that is, but yeah, I'm just going to be doing some Slayer, and I'll come back once I'm level 10, and got us all the way up to level 6 Slayer, I think 6.5 pretty much, and we also got a Constitution level. The only annoying part was the animation. Oh, there you go. Like I said, I just got Crawling Hands. I'm not going to bother hopping to a free-to-play world for it. So if we get something, we get something. It's only 16 kills, so it's pretty unlikely that we get the Crawling Hand drop. I think it's like a 1 in 5/12 drop, but if we get it, we get it. And that's, I mean, it's fortunate, but it's unfortunate at the same time because it's not our task, but things happen. And there's nothing that we can do about it at this point because you can't switch from Jacqueline, like you can't switch to Jacqueline from Turiel like you can with any other 2 Turiel to skip. So we're going to kill some Crawling Hands. This also might be enough to get us to the Slayer level that we need. If you're on a Slayer task, you can grab a contract. You can't turn it in for XP. But you can get the coins for it. The other thing is you are not allowed to get them when you don't need Slayer XP. So if you're just going for a unique, for example, you're not allowed to. You can only get them because they provide additional Slayer XP even if you're not on a Slayer task. So keep that in mind. But Oh, I thought for a second that was the drop because of the achievement, but no. But yeah, we're gonna kill these and then see what level it brings us to. Hopefully, we did not get the crawling hand drop, so that's good. The only two things I did pick up were these two rings. They might be used for clues in the future. I don't specifically remember all of the clue items needed, but if not, they are worth a decent amount selling to a general store, and we're pretty much flat broke right now. The, oh boy, 976 coins from the contract. We got all the way up to level 8 Slayer, and we got another attack and strength level. But, so this next task, depending on what it is, should probably be our last Slayer task to get this level. Let's see, Turiel, what do you got? Birds. I need to wiki and see. I think the seagulls in Port Sarum might not drop anything, including the cornucopia, but I will need to double check. So I was actually incorrect. The seagulls can drop cornucopia. Good thing I checked before I killed any. However, it does appear that ducks don't drop anything but bones. So I'm gonna have to go grab a staff or a bow and just shoot some ducks, which is kind of sad, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And that's killing innocent ducks. So I'll be back once I slaughter 18 ducks. Before the Slayer task finished, we still have 5 ducks left, but we just reached level 10 Slayer. We got 2 range levels, I think. It might have been 3. I don't remember if we started at level 2 or level 1. But we got up to level 4 ranged. The melees are from before, and level 10 Slayer. So now I'm going to clear out my inventory and grab some food. If I have any. I'm gonna make my way to the gnome restaurant, grab some food, and then begin the frenetic tasks that I need to do. There's a lot of combat, basically, so that's why I want to be prepared. Yes, and then... yeah, so it's pretty much all combat, basically. And I'm going to be safe as well and go grab the anti-poison spawn by Yanil, so I'll see you in a couple minutes once I've prepared. Are unaware, there is a 1-dose super anti-poison spawn right over here. It's pretty useful early on for a Taskman account who can't create any. I suppose you could also buy regular anti-poisons from the shop on Karamja. I believe they have them in stock in RS3. But, yeah, if you ever need anti-poisons, you can just come here, pick this up, and you can hop worlds and stock up on however many you want. So, that's a helpful tip if you need it. Over here, by the way, is by the observatory. This is the little buildings that you go down for the observatory quest. My anti-poison acquired. We're on our way to Relica, to... where's the big one? Here's our first task. It's technically last on the list, but we're going to kill an adult black unicorn. It does hit pretty hard, as you can see, I suppose, but it doesn't... it's got less health than Dragon Urn, and we had to kill him earlier, so we should be able to do this as long as we keep an eye on our health and keep eating. We're already halfway there. It really does pack a punch, though. Or a kick, I suppose. Yeah, 8, 6, probably 7 pieces by the time this is done of our food. But there we go. Might as well pick up the unicorn horn. And the bones. But that is our first task of the Fremnik easy tasks. Next, we need to kill 5 rock crabs on the shore near Relica. I don't remember how tough these guys are. Level 47. Oh my god. Magic would be better if I had water spells, but I don't think I can even cast Water Strike yet. Alright, we're gonna run. We might need to figure out a different strategy for that. Water Strike, is level 5, so we can cast Water Strike. I might need to come back with magic and see what I can do. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to kill the cave crawler at least, so let's do that. So we're gonna make our way to the Fremnik Slayer dungeon. The others, catch a fish, get some seaweed. Yeah, this is the only other, those are the last 2 combat tasks. One is to kill a cave crawler, which we're about to do, and then we have to kill 5 rock crabs. I think those are the lowest level ones, so we might be in for a bit of a rough time. But let's go for this cave crawler. If it poisons us, we have the anti-poison. It immediately poisoned us, but we're good. It does do some decent damage, so we're gonna eat, but it's already almost dead. There we go, we got a constitution level, a Terramin, and there's the cave crawler killed. So I'm gonna gear up with mage and see if that'll make a difference for the rock crabs, and I'll be back. As you can see, I have better equipped myself. I went and grabbed the Pathfinder gear from Gudrick in Port Sarum. There are no quest requirements or anything to get it, and I also got this staff. It's a tier 10, even though you only need level 5 to wield it. So my accuracy should be higher, and I will be using Water Strike. And we've got the Pathfinder gear isn't great, but it's something. It gives a bit of a life point bonus as well, because it's tank armor, even though it's hybrid. But we did also get a ring and a necklace that are slight bonuses as well. So we're gonna teleport back and we're going to try and kill a rock crab, and we're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully better, but they have 8,500 HP, and I did check. These are in fact the weakest ones available. So if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out something else, basically. I have a 19% hit chance with magic, so it's not even better even when I'm using their weakness because I'm level 5. The staff does have a special attack. Can I safe spot them? RuneScape 3 is weird when it comes to safe spots. As you can see, ran away. I can theoretically kite it like this and keep returning back behind this and letting this happen, and I can avoid most, if not all of the damage, but that is rough. Yeah, this isn't going great. Safe spots. I'll try a few spots and see if they work, but it doesn't seem to so far. So theoretically doable, as you can see, but I might need to level up first. Maybe this rock. Yeah, no, now I'm just getting into dangerous territory. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to figure out a different strategy. Our next attempt. I used all of the ashes that I got from the wilderness event and at the Ectofunctus, and it got me all the way up to level 32 prayer. Unfortunately, we're still at 32,000 XP off of level 43, so we're not really even close to protect from melee, but I figured having extra prayer to be able to drain and use the basic prayers would help. I've also made a magic potion and a defense potion, which only boost us by +1 for each of our levels. It might be worth trying with melee, because I can make an attack and a strength potion as well. One of our passive unlocks that we got during the beginner tier when we made those 5 attack potions is that as long as we have the herb lore level, we can make any combat stat boosting potion. We can make up to 5 of them in 3-dose vials as long as we have the ingredients. We have all of the herbs from the trolls that we killed earlier, and you can buy the beads, bear fur, and vials from Yatix in Taverly. So we've got these. They're not going to help that much now that I look at them. This is my last attempt to kill one before likely I will have to train up my stats. That is allowed in the rules. If you can't kill something that you need to for your task, you're allowed to train up to level 30 in a combat stat to be able to do so. So I could go train my magic up to level 30 right now if I wanted to, because I haven't been able to kill these guys. But I like the struggle, I like the challenge, so we're trying our hardest to do this way. Another option is I did get a 4-dose prayer potion as a reward for praying at an altar to refill my prayer. So if I have to use that, that is also an option. But we're currently about, 800 health off of this thing, so about 1/10 of the way there. Both the prayer and potion doesn't seem to be doing much. It was 20% hit chance last time too, if I remember correctly. The special attack actually looks like it boosts it up to 25%, so it's pretty decent. This is, honestly, it's going to be close. It's going to be close on if we can get this or not. Ooh, I don't have Conk Blast on here, and I should. That's my fault. Our prayer points are out already. We have done 2k damage in about, this is what, 1/3 of our inventory of food. I think we're too weak then. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna try to sit this fight out. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill one. And if that's the case, then I'll probably level magic up to level 20. I feel like at 20 we should be able to do it fine. We'll be able to upgrade to a better weapon. Our combat abilities will be better and we'll just have a better hit chance. The weapon we have is already tier 10, so I don't think just leveling up to level 10 will be enough. Yeah, unfortunately, I definitely don't have enough food to take this out. So how much does an Omni do? 93 damage. Yeah, we're gonna have to call this. Well, I did what I could. Another option I have is I could go spend my penguin points on on magic. Actually, now that I think about it, do the circus. I don't know how much XP that'll give though. But you are allowed to do the circus as long as you are progressing towards getting outfit pieces. You have the chance to get an outfit piece from it. So where is it located? It's currently located near Taverley, so I think I might go do that. I have no idea how many magic levels it'll give me. Probably not much, but we'll see. I want to clarify that last clip. You cannot do the circus unless you have the passive to do so, which is you are now allowed to participate in all activities in the circus as long as doing so grants you a chance at a new unique outfit piece, and that requires a task in the medium tier. So the only thing I would be able to do would be the combat XP for magic, since that's what I plan on training anyway. So theoretically I could go and still do it for the magic XP, but only the magic XP. I wouldn't be able to do any of the other events. I just did the circus, which got me up to level 11 magic, so that was what, like 6 levels, but our hit chance is still only at 21% on the rock crab. And like I said, we're already using a tier 10 weapon, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get up to level 20 at least. So I leveled my magic up to level 30 now through trolls and some exiled Calphite guardians. So we're back here. I've also upgraded my weapons to Batwing, tier 30. And I'm using my best water spell, which is Water Bolt at the moment. So let's see if we can actually take out these rock crabs. We have 50% hit chance. Essentially 48, but still. And it still looks like it's gonna be a rough fight. We'll be able to do it, but I might need to individually like get a whole new inventory of food and such. Maybe not. We're doing pretty decent. Yeah, definitely needed to do this training. But this is 1 of 5. I don't want to accidentally take on more than one at once. But this seems pretty easy to do now, so it won't be much of a struggle. We need to kill 5 of them for the diary tasks. Yeah, this is much smoother than when I had, what, it was like 14% hit chance. Yeah, I think my Omni did like 83 damage before, and now it just did like 700. That's 2 down, 3 more to go. I think, no, I might as well. I'm not gonna cut. It won't be that long. You're gonna have to see me engaging in some fierce combat with some rock crabs. The hardest RuneScape monster, obviously. They do still hit a decent amount. They're hitting 200s, which is, if I don't pay attention, I could be in some trouble. I don't remember if that was 3 or 4, but we did just get a magic level, 31. I can teleport to Lumbridge, which is okay. Lodestones are so great that you rarely use teleport spells unless you're doing like clues. I think 2 more to go. I think this one and 1 more. This is so much better though. Oh, I also just accidentally completed another by picking up 3 seaweed. I really only wanted to pick up that salvage, but there were 3 seaweed nearby. So two birds with 1 scone, I suppose. After this task, it's pretty much just running around and talking to a few people and interacting with a couple objects. So no more danger for the rest of this diary, basically. And there we go. Kill number 5. Kill 5 rock crabs on the shore of Relica. Is this... yeah, this is the tree up here for... there we go. We found the highest tree. So next... oh, there's actually the hunting expert up here. That's the next closest one. Is I just have to go talk to him. And then teleport to Relica and get 2 more quick ones, which is to catch a fish, which I might need to actually go get bait for, or feathers, and then to use the summoning obelisk, which I don't think I have to drain my summoning points for. I think you can just interact with it and it counts. Where is this man? Did I run past him? Did I really? It says, find the hunting expert at the Relica hunting area. It's not here. I usually... or is that just for the quest? Ah, this guy. Yeah, he's different than... I was thinking of the... I think he's a natural historian for the Tale of the Muspet quest. But the hunting expert's just over here, and I just need to talk to him. Oh, I didn't even need to talk to him, I just had to see him. So that is that one complete. I am going to go... oh no, you can actually fish raw shrimp. So Relica, I'm just gonna quick teleport there. This animation's gonna take 5 years, of course, but I need to do this. So I need to fish in Relica, I need to use the summoning obelisk near the gate, which I think is the southern gate. And then I'll cut because I need to make my way to Auto God Blessed and also to Barbarian Assault to just view rewards. This is a very easy diary though. I don't think the reward is great. It's the level 1 boots, which lets us do what? Pretty much nothing. We can remotely charge a lyre, which and yeah, you get extra charges and you can use Pure the Seer as a deposit box. Not that great. I don't actually know where the fishing spot is at the docks. Looks like these here. So once I catch 1 fish here, I will cut and I will see you guys. Oh, okay, which one is it? Net harpoon, net harpoon. Did it lie to me? Cage. Net. There we go. It's got to be net bait. And so yeah, we should catch a shrimp, and then I will see you guys either at Barbarian Assault or Auto God Blessed. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do first. They're actually fairly close to each other, so probably Barbarian Assault. There we go. And like I said, I'll see you in a minute. Here the long way, unfortunately, but it should just be a quick conversation. We don't actually do any of the training yet. We just talk to him about it. And there we go. That's the simple, easy task. Just talk to him about the training. And then I think we actually have to listen to a tutorial about Barbarian Assault before we can look at the rewards. So that might be annoying. I don't remember. But this is the, assuming I checked everything off correct, this will be the last achievement for the Easy Diary. So let's do tutorial. Okay, I need to talk to him first. Why even put a right-click tutorial option then? I think there's a quick way to get out of this. I just don't remember. Let's just see if I can get rewards and check the rewards. Can't claim rewards until you've done the tutorial. Don't have permission to talk to him. And I think I might have screwed myself over. And I actually have to do the tutorial now. Yeah, it looks like I actually have to... Oh, he won't give me the tutorial because I have runes, that's why. I see. There we go. And now I just... Yeah, it's just clicking through a bunch of dialogue. Okay. Don't worry, we figured it out. This just in. Actually reading helps sometimes. But I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and watch me spacebar through all of this, so I'll be back in a minute once I'm done. And that is the end of the tutorial. We got our final achievement, and that is the easy task set complete. So I need to teleport to Relica and go talk to the councilman at the bridge for my reward. The XP lamp is 5k, and the only... I'm probably gonna put it on Herblore, let's be honest. But there's a lot to consider at the early levels where 5k makes a lot of difference. I don't think there's a restriction based on level of where you can put it, but there might be. We'll have to see. Oh, it does say, yeah, 5k in a skill above level 30. So that quite literally means I can only put it in magic. That's my only skill at 30 or higher. If I destroy it, cannot reclaim it. Oh, actually, I'm going to put it in prayer. Prayer's more useful. The closer I get to protection prayers, the better. So that's level 35 prayer, and also that is our task complete. We completed the easy Fremnik area tasks. So let's see what's next. Oh, Witch's House. Luckily, I have 31 magic, so it shouldn't be too difficult of a fight. It's also a really easy quest, and it'll give us some decent HP, XP. So I will come back to you guys once I'm doing the final fight against the experiment. And with that, that brings us to the end of today's episode of EvenfallTask. Thank you so much for watching. If you would please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. Those are the best ways that you could possibly help me out. It'll help you see all of my videos come out when they come out so you can watch right away. I would really appreciate it. But have a good day, and I'll see you all next time.